Ha ha! Hey, what is going on, crypto people? 2.5 million FXRP minted in just an hour and a half. This isn't a narrative, it's users moving capital. Tonight, who minted, why it matters, and what this pace could mean for XRP liquidity, yield routes, and the next level of adoption. Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. Like, what? I literally woke up, did my usual routine, hopped on the laptop around 8ish in the morning central, and my land, it was over. It was over. 2.5 million FXRP minted over. What the world's going on? Yeah, 90 minutes. See what the USA is going to do. Apparently, this was like a Europe Asia deal for the European and Asian market. So see what's going to happen. I think later today, USA is going to be able to participate. So, yeah, that's cray. It's cray. 2.5 million in 90 minutes. Holy, wow. Cray in the streets. Again, happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys checking in today. Holy moly, 2.5 million. Yeah, missed that one. Direct anterior hip is in the building. What's going on, brother? How are you? Hey, Billionaire Eights. Good to see you checking in, my guy. Good afternoon to you. That's right, direct anterior hip. It was gone in the blink of an eye. Like, whoa. Whoa. Pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool to see that happening for sure. For sure. Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday. So tonight, don't forget, we're gonna get together with the guy from MoneyMax. Had a phone call with him earlier today. We're gonna talk about debt, interest, credit, um, as well. 6 p.m. Central Time. Get to learn a little bit, get a little insight about him while he's hanging out with MoneyMax for decades upon decades, and what it could mean for you. So it'll be about 30, 35 minutes. Now, listen, he has agreed to answer some questions. So, I want to be respectful of his time, but he did say he would do some questions. So we'll see how long that's going to go. We'll see how long it's going to go. So it's going to start at 6 p.m. Uh, Central Time, 6 p.m. Central. Excited about that. Doing it on Generational Wealth Wednesdays. We're gonna have the people again. I met with the founder and owner and the main dev and all that in Florida. But we're gonna be doing this like once a month. I think it's hugely important. Through questions and surveys and research, this is a challenge. Debt, interest is a massive challenge for a lot of people. So I'm glad to have an opportunity to share more of what I think is the answer, especially since it's technology, which is important. You know how we roll in crypto, it's about the technology. So we can get into that. Let me share what can I do here? Let me show you where the link is for you guys to sign up so that I know that you signed up for tonight. Let me see if I can find it before I share. Yep, there it is. All right. Am I sharing with? I better share with sound now, just in case I play my guy Mickey B Fresh today. I don't know if I am or not, but just in case, I'll share with sound. Get that going. All right, so right here you can see, right? There's always going to be underneath thanks for watching the channel. That's why I'm going to just put it all the time so you know it. Sometimes it'll be earlier in the description, but it's always going to be a description. Just click here. It's going to take you to here. Okay. All right. Take you to that. Name and number, phone, email. So I'll know that you guys are hopping on for sure. And then that'll be it, man. Excited. I'm really excited about that, doing that today. Going to be doing it once a month. And we'll see whether or not I'm going to ask for you guys' opinion as well. If I should start a separate channel just dedicated to that. And maybe a separate channel just dedicated to Generational Wealth Wednesday, because, we're going to be talking about this major debt issue. We're going to be talking about educating people on the difference between loans and lines of credits and different banking tools that you can use to your advantage as opposed to being leveraged by the banks. Obviously, we'll be talking about the infinite banking concept for sure. It's hugely important. that we do that, but education and then providing the tools to get ourselves out of that debt trap is massively important. So I may just do a different channel for Generational Wealth Wednesday, and those that'll be the things that will cover. It'll always cover DeFi. It'll always have the stuff for DeFi because we got to have an answer after we get out of the problems, and we have the tool to get out of the problem. We'll share what we think is, a good answer. Which we believe to be DeFi. So, yeah, appreciate you guys checking in. Do me a favor and hit that like button. That'd be awesome. And I'm thinking in probably 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to reach out to the community and say, do you think I should just start a channel based on those kind of three things for on Generational Wealth Wednesdays, which will probably mean I would probably just go live on that channel once a week, live stream once a week, talking those type of things and show you about different models, how they work and all of that kind of stuff. So, hey, CJ, what's going on, Hydro? Pookie is here. I missed you checking in, bro. I appreciate you checking in. So there you have it. Look, let me find this news of this mint. I got it right there. It's perfect. Got it right there. Perfect. All right, let me share real quick. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I posted a GIF about that 90-minute thing. Like, what the world? On my X page. Like, what the world? Here it is. There it is, folks, says King Karan. 2.5 million FXRP minted in 1.5 hours. Told you people want to do something with that XRP. Hopefully they're going to hang out and wait for Firelight to kind of get going, right? So you got your FXRP. No, you don't have to wait for the minting. You can go ahead and do the minting, take advantage of rewards around that. But hopefully people have realized the best product is coming in terms of doing what you can do with FXRP, staking. Now, you can go on SparkDex. And now, after you mint the FXRP, you can go to SparkDex and enter liquidity pools. You can also go to Kinetic and just lend. It's not staking, but you can just lend and earn some yield for just lending. You don't have to borrow against it and earn some yield that way as well. So, and also you'll get some RFLR for doing either one of those, both of those, et cetera, et cetera. I did both. I minted FXRP. I hopped on Kinetic. I split my FXRP half on Kinetic and half on SparkDex in a liquidity pool. That's what I did. This way I get the double dip on the RFLR. I get different kind of yields, easy peasy. I did not borrow against anything. I didn't borrow, didn't do any borrowing. Just lent over there. So for now. So, and King Karan goes on to say, and you tell me that Flare Network has no demand. I mean, mine land. Yeah. It is what it is. That's a success story for sure. Success story for sure. Rachel W is in the building. Rachel, did you get my message? About tonight, 6 p.m. Central. If you want to learn more, we're gonna sit down and have a chat. Little what do you call it? Fireside chat with my guy Bill from MoneyMax, and he did graciously agree to answer. I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 questions, maybe 2 to 3 questions after we get to know a little bit about him. He's going to probably do a little demo on the software, on the technology as well. But, I do want to be respectful of his time. So, I have to hop in the beginning. I'm going to, hop in the beginning because I told him 30, 35 minutes. And so I don't want to, questions can have in-depth answers. Next thing you know, it's an hour. So, Cool. And you can go to a link in the description, Rachel W, of my last 3 or 4 live streams. It'll be like a link there for you to register so I can capture your information that you plan on attending. All right. So what do we got going on here? Hydro says, CJ, I have no debt. Blessed, bro. CJ, I have no debt, but I'm interested. Cool. Yep. Cool. Yeah. Appreciate you guys that are interested in learning more. This is just a, introduction. This is just a chance to get a guy to get to learn more about one of the guys from MoneyMax, right? Right? Because I've already done my, um, I flew out, met with the founder and the executive team and the lead dev, right? So I did my deal. This is a chance for you guys to meet another one of the executives over there at MoneyMax. So, um, there, he says, cost to mint is good. Yeah. Yep. The Necro Cannon says, I would like to attend, so I will as well. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Just guys, please, if you don't mind, just go into that description link, click it, and put your information there. So I'll have it. And yeah, we'll be live at 6 p.m. Central time. Anders Storhog says, people underestimate how massive Kinetic is going to get. That's why you should get Jewel in your bag. Well, I will tell you this: they're doing new tokenomics around Jewel, are they not, Anders? I'm a big fan of Kinetic. I'm a big fan of Kinetic for sure. Um, and there, listen, I'm a big fan of Kinetic, and there's a certain um, first movers advantage that comes with being a first mover on a next level layer one blockchain. So, without question, that's going to be a good deal, right? So, what do we got going on here? What else did I want to cover? I mean, 2.5 million FXRP minted is just cray. Let me find my thing here. See what else that I wanted to share with you guys. Make sure you guys check out Mickey B. Fresh's, I don't know, second to latest video. I would say the one that's like 35 minutes. That thing was straight fire. Straight fire. Oh, okay. I'll do this as well. All right. All right. September 29th. Yeah. All right. So let me share this again. This thing has gotten a little out of hand, but let me share a couple of things here. I think this is important. My bookmarks on this thing, like sometimes I think I bookmark too much stuff. All right, let's go here. Let's go here to share this. Centaura put this out. It's important to note. Centaura says XRP staking will enable a broad set of DeFi use cases for XRP. And remember, Centaura is working with the institution. They're bringing the institutional stuff over. This is not just some product, this Firelight. This is institutional grade product that is accessible to retail. You got to understand it. This is an institutional grade product that is accessible thanks to Flare Network to retail. Understand it. That's big, big. So Flare put this out from smart contracts on the XRPL to billions in exchanges to billions in exchanged held XRP. So it's two things, right? There are billions of XRP on Xamin wallet holders. Okay, you understand? I don't know if there's billion holders, but there's billions, around 4 to 5 billion XRP held amongst all the Xamin wallet holders. Then, in addition, there's billions of XRP on exchanges. Sorry to say, but it is. So it's two things, right? So Flare Networks believes that they can, tap into providing a service for the Xamin wallet holders so that they can stake. They're creating something they call a smart account in partnership with Vitse Wen and Xamin. And it's pretty much implemented. It's just got to get the announcement that it can actually be done. Because Vitse Wen said it has been implemented. What does that do for XRP holders? It allows the people who use the Xamin wallet to stake directly to Flare and Firelight. Directly. It's going to be directly. So, but just take a listen. I'll let you listen to this as well. But that's my understanding, right? So you don't have to, for example, use a Bifrost wallet, go to portal.flare.network. Not portal.flare.network. Go to the Damon minting website or the .au site, and then connect your wallet and then click the mint button. You won't have to do those things once the smart accounts gets activated and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And Firelight launches. You'll be able to directly your XRP to Firelight from Xammon. That is my understanding. So let's take a listen to Hugo.
I think, the total addressable market for XRP staking is the total value of XRP. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to stake, all the XRP in existence. There's no reason not to get yield on it. That said, I think a reasonable expectation is what I said before, which is, I genuinely think we could get to 5 billion by the middle of 2026 with a good tailwind, of course. For instance, we are working with Zaman, which is one of the major wallets on the XRP ledger, to create a smart account that enables you to stake directly from XRP ledger into Firelight on Flare without.
So that's what I said. So I said it correctly.
You having to touch the bridge. You don't have to interact with the bridge. You can just stake directly through what we call a smart account through Zaman, and that's in progress. And Zaman has, as I understand it, roughly 4 billion XRP. So, that's about $12 billion, just that. And I think, there's no reason that we wouldn't be able to pick up a reasonable amount of the assets that are used in Zaman. The appetite is very, very high because, everyone out there wants to hold on to their XRP holders.
That's a big statement. Everyone out there wants to hold on to their XRP holders. The Xammon wallet wants to hold on to their XRP holders. These exchanges that have XRP holders there, they want to hold on to those customers. So if they can figure out a way with Flare to enable the holders who, the facts are the facts and the numbers are the numbers. I don't have to like it, but there's a lot of people who have their XRP on exchanges. The facts are the facts. I can't change it. I wish they were all self-sovereign, but self-custody myself. But it is what it is. And so we got these two entities. They want to hold on to their customers, their holders, keep them on the same wallet, keep them on the exchange. You understand? So by hooking up with Flare, they can provide this service to their customers. Very smart for Xammon. Very, very smart. Very smart. But we say Wen's a smart dude. He's a smart dude, right? So I love it. And I'm telling you, that's gonna be hugely, hugely popular for the Xammon wallet holders. It's gonna be hugely popular for the Xammon wallet holders. I'm telling you, it's gonna be massively popular. Because you don't have to, you can step a step or so, step and a half. You don't have to, do the bridge. Mix, what's going on, bro? I like that. Better to take hold rather than to uphold. I like that, bro. I like it. Neko Cannon says, just signed up. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. Neko Cannon says, yep, I use Xammon. So that's going to be a big, that's going to be a big feature for some people. It's going to be big. It's going to be big for people just directly from the Xammon wallet, directly to Firelight, because Flare Network has created this smart contract, smart account thing that's going to allow them to do that. So that's a big deal. That is a really, really big deal. So I could see the numbers getting up there in terms of, getting to the billions. I can definitely see that for sure. And once you get to Firelight, you got that stXRP. You can just chill. You can just hang out. right? You're going to be helping provide these economically secure services. You're going to be rewarded for doing it. It's going to be detailed out. When this is what you're doing with your XRP, you're doing this, helping this, doing this. And the rewards for 1, 2, 3 is this. It might be, you might say you want to do another thing. Maybe you want to help Aave secure something. Maybe you want to help an insurance company secure something that's on chain. Whatever it is, you'll pick it and you'll know. It won't be any guesswork. You will know what's going on. And I love that. Oh, sun is hot. What's good? What's good, my guy? CJ in the chat. First time in here. Appreciate you checking in, bro. Where are you checking in from? Where are you checking in from? Sun is hot. Yeah, Nickel Cannon. That's very good. Smart. Nickel Cannon says I use a mix between Xammon and hardware wallet. Best combo, indeed. Then you can put your XRP in escrow and Xammon if you like to do that, and release it for a later date. Very beneficial, indeed. Indeed, it is. And XRP, I'm telling you, I know some people are doing it now, but I'm just telling you, when stXRP goes live, I'm just telling you, it's changing its stratosphere. XRP, the asset, will be changing its stratosphere. So, however awesome you think it is now, however awesome you think it is, whatever that is, it's going to take it to a stratosphere level when STXRP comes. I'm just telling you right now. Recognized as a world class, valuable asset. It will become, instead of this utility token payments thing, it's going to become a first in class DeFi um, asset. And that's important. DeFi yield bearing asset. That is massively important. And for me personally, that will be game on for me and reaccumulation. It'll be game on for accumulation because I can already see. I don't know if you can see it yet, but I personally can see, in addition to Flare DeFi, it's just going to be massive ecosystems, EVMs or whatever. Remember, Flare's interoperability is going to be a bunch of ecosystems that will want to tap into that STXRP. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Sun is hot. Oh, you're checking in from the UK. Oh, welcome, bro. Welcome. When is Firelight out? I don't. It's a couple 3 weeks. I don't know if they wanted to see a certain metric met initially, but I do know that they said 2 or 3 weeks. They wanted to, um, you know, make sure things are up to snuff because this is an institutional thing, and they're going to be bringing in institutions. And so I think that's what they're wanting to make sure they got everything covered. Yep, big businesses. What's going on, Rick Cisneros? Rick says Flare will also offer insurance services in the future, and one day what they will get into the prediction markets. These will be huge businesses. Indeed, they will, my friend. Indeed, they will. So this is a really big deal. Just remember, like a lot of people don't understand that in 2018, Hugo met with David Schwartz and shared this idea with David in 2018. This particular idea of F assets. Ripple later went on to invest. Stephen Williams, 10:30 your time for what, my friend? Oh, it is my time is 1:30 Central Time. Are you saying it's 1:30 Central here right now? Yeah, so it's 1:30, 1:29 technically right now. Stephen, Central Time, Texas. Texas. But right now, when you get a chance to mint FXRP, here's a couple of things you can do. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you and share with you real quick. What the world was that? Let me pull them up, then I'll share. Righty. Let's get that up. There that is. Oh, cool. And let's get this one up. SPRK. Let's get that one up. Let me connect my wallet to both of these, and then I'll share the screen so you guys know what's good. All right. Shout out to the whole Flare DeFi ecosystem. I'm telling you, everything is awesome. Bifrost is awesome. Luminite is awesome. SparkDex is awesome. Kinetic is awesome. Blaze Swap, Gnosis Global, awesome. By the way, and more stuff is coming. More lending protocols are coming. Don't forget, Gnosis Global is building out the MakerDAO-like product, okay? Collateral debt positions where your XRP again is valued as a valuable asset and lets you provide collateral in XRP to mint your own stablecoin, okay? Which is just cray. It's cray in the streets. All right, let me do this. Connect. Let me try and connect here. What's going on? What's going on? All right, there it is. Try to connect here. Come on, my friends. Oh, there it is. I don't really know if it matters if I'm share while I'm connecting or not, but I'm going to connect to both places where I entered. Now, did that connect or no? Let's see, because there's always that shouldn't mattered. We'll try it again. Oh man, this is come on, let's see. Well, I don't know what's going on here. This is not let me try and refresh this. There it is, just a little refresh. Okay, so we're connected to both. Share because that is fair. What happened here? I can. Yeah, I thought I was ready to share, and let me try this again. Let me try this again. I'd be all secured up over here, so a lot of times they don't be liking it that I have to secure up. All right, so it looks like we got both. All right, so I can finally share. Sun is hot. I can finally share. All right, so let's do this. Share a couple places. You guys can hang out, right? If you don't understand how to mint, just let me know. Just let me know. I can show you how to mint. So let me know in the comments if you don't, you need some steps on the minting. Okay. I can show you how to do that. But this is assuming you've already minted, you got some FXRP. Well, what can I do with this XRP? Well, you can lend over here on Kinetic, right? Kinetic.market, KINETCI, ETIC rather, Kinetic.market. All right, so you can just hit supply and borrow. You can click over here. You see it says primary market. This is an isolated market, which is the FXRP USDT zero market, right? And you can supply. It says I don't have any FXRP, but you would just it will show the amount that you have, and then you would pick the percentage or enter in the amount of XRP to supply, and then that's it. Let's check out the market. What do we got here? 3%. Just lending. Again, it's not staking. It's lending there, and you get rewarded um, to do that 3.9% APY. Again, typical contract, smart contract risk. Kinetics been around for a minute, right? So just understand that. And yeah, you can lend into the DeFi ecosystem and flywheel on Flare. Again, it's if you understand what DeFi is, it's decentralized finance where people participate to help others participate, right? By providing FXRP, maybe more people can borrow, right? So, and they say here for taking your risk, here's your 3.9%, right? So, again, I split up 50% of my FXRP here and 50% that I minted on SparkDex. So you can lend right there, get 3.9%. Did not borrow, right? See how it says no borrowed assets, right? Just lend there. And you can do that with your FXRP. Or you can, and I should say, you can go over to SparkDex, right? Go over to SparkDex, and you can enter into a liquidity pool, right? You can see I'm in this FXRP USDT zero liquidity pool, 0.05% to enter, 0.05% to exit. And I earn fees for people enter and exit, both SparkDex and Kinetic for participating with your XRP are going to be rewarding you in addition to APYs and fees. In addition to that, you get RFLR, which is rewards FLR, which is essentially wrapped FLR, essentially. So let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, so there's that. Let me show you how you would do that. You can go to the farm here. 22 bucks in rewards. Let's see what we got going on. Go down, scroll down, find the FXRP USDT zero up to 85% in APR. And you can mouse over it a little bit. It tells you what it is. 83% of that 85 is in our FLO rewards. Almost 2% in fees going in and out. So that is pretty cool to be able to do that. If you need to know how to do it, let me know. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, check out the rewards here, 22 bucks. Snatch that up later. Today it's pretty cool. Yeah, those are the two options there. So yeah, really, I love both of these. I gotta tell you, I just love both. I love being a liquidity provider, and I love lending. I love lending and borrowing. My strategies for sure. Deco Cannon says, awesome. Thank you for this. You're welcome, bro. Rachel W says, I have not minted yet. I have not minted anything yet. Got it. Got it. Yes, sun is hot. So do you have to mint your XRP to FXRP first before you can stake it? Yes, that is correct. That is correct. People who want to borrow, sun is hot. People who want to borrow. That's what the platform is. Essentially, it's a money market. Sun is hot saying, so who are you lending your FXRP to? People who want to borrow against the assets, right? People who want to swap XRP to FXRP. There are people doing that. Not necessarily recommend it. As opposed to minting. Minting is a better choice, but that's what you do. When you lend, you allow for people to borrow, people to swap on decentralized exchanges to get FXRP. Neko Cannon says, also buying Flare will help out the network. And as you are using your XRP, that's right, because you have to have FLR in order to be able to mint, right? You have to have some FLR in order to be able to mint. And then another thing that I like as well is, and when you go to the particular two websites to mint, you can also provide just regular FLR as collateral and earn for doing that as well, which is um I believe a really good deal. Now, everyone has to make up their own mind. Um, but for me, FLR is becoming more and more and more of a valuable asset. Um, more and more and more of a valuable asset as the ecosystem grows out, as more network adoption happens, and providing that collateral on those two sites where you can mint and redeem. Um, for me, I think no brainer, but everyone has to make their own decision what they want to do with their FLR. But certainly, yeah, at a minimum with FLR, you don't want to be just leaving it as FLR. You want to wrap it and consider staking or delegating it. No, no, sun is hot. That's technically not correct. That's technically not correct. Um, that's not correct. But I understand. I understand. Staking it, get it. I understand. Neko Cannon says, I will be minting later on, about to swap some coins and get some more. What am I doing? Get some more XRP and then do it. So I won't touch my overall back. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Right. Because Neko Cannon says, yeah, because 10,000 FLR is only $254. Right. Exactly. That is exactly right. Right. So, at 2 cents, 2 point something cents, it is what it is. The collateral that you're providing over there helps the flywheel for sure. You get rewarded for doing that, for taking whatever, again, smart contract risk, which is part of all smart contracts. Okay. You get rewarded for doing that as well. I always caution people to don't chase the game. Like if you have 500,000 FLR, I'm not sure why anyone would put all of their FLR in collateral. I'm not sure why anyone would do that. Right? I'm not sure why anyone would do that. All of their FLR. So, right, you don't want to practice ergodicity. You want to don't chase the game, let it come to you. I always tell people to just do small amounts, see what's good. Um, Small amounts in value, $200, $300, small amounts, right? Not all 500,000, right? So that's just not smart to do that. Uh, Help you, said? Powerful? Yeah, I got you. Over here? Yeah, I got you. Hold on 1 second. Bam. That's not what I want to do this. All right. Sorry. All right. There it is there. Had to help out my baby. All right. What we got going on here? Yep. There. That's a good. Yeah. There you go. Necro Nicely said. Yep. Necro Cannon is on it. Yeah. It's a good buy. And then unless you DCA to mint, etc. dollar cost average to mint, right? Plus one of the value of FLR goes up, you make profit along the way. Indeed. Yep. It's a good flywheel going on right now in the Flare ecosystem. It's a really good flywheel for sure. It really, really is. It really, 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 really is. And so, you know, again, for me, the general smart contract risk, then there's the risk of the investor, right? What's the risk of the investor? The risk of the investor is taking all $500,000 of the FLR and putting it somewhere, right? That's a risk. They did that. The investor did that, right? So what we want to do is practice ergodicity, which is not putting ourselves or our assets in a position where it's irrecoverable if something happens. If you went from 500,000 to zero, you positioned yourself in a position where you can't recover from that. You don't want to do that, right? Right? You don't want to do it. So again, DeFi it's a long-term gain. And what you want, in my opinion, the best strategy is to find long duration assets, right? Long duration assets. Get your treasury of those. You take some out of the treasury to participate in DeFi. And hopefully one or two of the DeFis is generating yields, generating cash flow, and generating rewards. Rewards can be and the tokens like Bitcoin and Ethereum, or it could be the tokens of the platform. In either case, in earning these rewards, you can increase the size of your treasury either directly or by swapping the rewards into one of the treasury assets, right? But it's not all of your treasury and going to do something, right? You're not putting the whole thing in there. You don't want to do that, right? So, love DeFi. It's just again for me, you know, you know, it's not really the risky investment, it's the risky investor, right? And so once you go on this journey with us together of becoming a sophisticated investor, right, you learn these things, you understand. So that's the big deal for sure. So let me see if there's anything else there. If anyone again needs any 1, 2, 3s, I have a pinned in my YouTube pinned comment on my X page at crypto_CEEJ, a pinned video on how to mint and redeem. Step by step, ABC, 1, 2, 3 on how to do that. So guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. That'd be really, really cool. If you didn't get a chance to do so on the way in, no worries. Just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash that like button and come back and hang out with the Crypto Siege and family. Let me see what this is saying here. Operator text improves this for unique Flare smart account automatic access. Smart accounts is going to be a really, really big deal. Let me share another thing here. Where's my Zoom? Let's share this. I just wanted to hop on here and celebrate with you guys. 2.5 million FXRP minted it in an hour and a half. It's just crazy. It's crazy. DeFi Architect put this very interesting post out here. Flare smart accounts, right, equals XRP users can seamlessly jump to Flare network. Want to use DeFi on different blockchains? You need their native tokens like ETH for Ethereum, FLR for Flare, etc., just to pay transaction fees. Annoying! Exclamation point. The solution, Flare's account abstraction lets XRP users interact with Flare apps using only XRP. How it works: send an XRP payment with coded instruction in the memo field. An operator detects this and proves it happened on Flare. Your unique Flare smart account automatically executes those actions. No FLR tokens needed, no wallet juggling. This is big for F assets, bringing Bitcoin, XRP, Doge to Flare, DeFi. And it's big for cross-chain adoption. It's a big deal. Finally, one wallet, one token, multiple blockchains. Finally. It's a massive deal. And then my guy Steve from Home Real Estate reminds us that they are working on the I want to say another level of WFLR. What I want to say, I don't want to say incentives, but better WFLR better recognition for WFLR holders. That's being worked on, right? So, appreciating those of us who've, taken the dirty, nasty fiat, got FLR, and wrapped it, right? Participating in the ecosystem, wrapping, delegating, et cetera, et cetera. So they're working on that as we speak. What's up here? Bigger caps, bigger prizes. We're adding Flare engraved ledger wallets to the wheel this week. I don't know what a Flare. So there's a ledger. Is it the wallet? The actual cold storage wallet? It's part of the spin the wheel. I keep spinning that wheel, man. I have not won. I've not won. I've spent it a couple of times. I have not won, man. But in any case, you guys know about this? Little spin to win. If you minted XRP to minted FXRP, you get a chance to win. I think it depends on the amount, but you can do it if you have the right criteria numbers. A lot of people posting, man. A lot of people posting. Some really good news for the XRPL, I can tell you that, from Read Say Win. Something interesting about the MPT amendment, and it is going live just now. XRPL Labs validator did vote against the amendment going live. It went live anyway, right? Decentralized. We did not vote against it because we don't like the amendment. I am actually most happy with the way MPTs work and are implemented. But I disagree with the amendment going live based on the significant lack of ecosystem testing. Okay, so they voted, against it going live. But while I am against taking any amendment live based on limited testing, even though being in favor of general implementation, the amendment did just go live. I did add full support to Xamarin. So again, just how things work for the XRPL. And this MPT thing is going to be a big deal for the ledger, for sure. It's going to be a big deal. So just understand that for sure. I stole this image from Eddie and I posted about it, and people were saying I'm having the same. I was trying to post this to tell people this is going to become a thing, right? Trying to man, right? These things are snatching up quick until we get to like 500 million to unlimited. These 10 millions and 5 millions and 2.5 millions, they're going to minting of FXRP is going to get snatched quickly. Because I was posting this to say, yeah, I said this is awesome. But the fact that there's no mints available, it's just going like that. For that community card, it says, anyway, there is no denying there's a high demand for utilization of XRP to generate yield. And it's not just generating yield. You have an opportunity to create a cash flowing system. You can create a treasury and a cash flowing model. You can preserve capital and different things like that. You can grow your treasury with this valuable asset because it's now being recognized throughout the entire crypto ethos. That's a big, 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 big deal. So isn't this nice? Hugo said the smell and taste of XRP Fi in our XRP Awakening event at Token 2049. Yeah, very nice. Again, very, 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 very nice. Let me see. What did I do here? Luminite has something that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me go to their page. Let me go directly to their page because Go directly because I don't know if that's the one I wanted or if there was another one. I'm liking Luminite, especially people that don't want to deal with C phrases and having to write stuff down. They give you the option to do the seed freight less thing, or you can get your wallet by way of Google or get your wallet by way of Apple. I think that's really, really good. All right, so yeah, here's one. Then I'll share the other one that just released 5 hours ago. Kinetic markets, both lend and borrow functions are fully live on Luminite. You can now borrow FXRP and USDT zero directly from the supplies on Kinetic markets seamlessly with Luminite. Access the full Kinetic market suite and manage it all in one place safely and securely at luminite.app. So let's go here real quick. Let's see what's going on here, if they got anything going on there. Right, luminite.app, Luminite, ITE, luminite.app. Let's see here. Let's see something. See the options to sign in. This is the C freight less thing. There's a sign up and then a log in. Let me hit sign up here. Let me see something. Right, but you can see here you can log in with Google and Apple. That means you can create wallets this way. Let me do this. Hold on. Let's do this. Try that again. Let me try that again. Let's cancel. You can hit sign up. And you can use your pass key or security key to sign up, which I think is really, really good. I think that's an awesome option. Let me share that again real quick. Remember, that's the sign up. Let me hit, oh, what do I hit here? Right. Right. What happened? Okay. Right. So these options are great. I did the pass key one. I really, really do like that. But you can sign up. You can do the passkey thing if you want to do that. Use your security key, right? I think that's the better option for sure. So really like that. Let me log in here real quick. What's that? Text? Yeah. Hold on. All right. Why is this not working here? I'll have to try that. My thing is not coming up here. My Apple thing is not coming up. I'll have to change it. All right. You say you need a text code? 504897. So anyway, I couldn't get that to work there. I'll have to play around with that again. You're welcome. So I really like Luminite. It's early days. It's early days with them. But I like where they're going. I think people are going to love the Google and the Apple option because they're familiar with that. They're familiar with signing up with Google, logging in with Google, right? They're very, very familiar and comfortable. A lot of Apple users, especially. So I think that's going to be a great option for people. They're going to love that. Wallet gets created automatically from doing that, and people are kind of more comfortable that way as well. So I like it. And also for the people who want the the passkey thing as well, You can do that. I like the passkeys. Love the passkeys. All right. Peter, you won. Did I say something about you winning? I think I did. Congratulate you. What's going on, Peter Summers? Peter said, where is your thing at? I won $25 merch credit from the wheel. Nice, my friend. I'm 0 for like 3 now with this wheel spinning. I'm due. I'm due for a win. Yeah, we just hit redeem. How to unwrap FXRP back in the original XRP once you've done staking it. Yeah, it would be the same thing. It's going to be an unstake, right? On Firelight, there'll be some type of unstake. Once it's unstaked, then you would go to the mint redeem page and redeem. And who knows, by the time Firelight launches, they may have ability to do it right on Firelight. But yeah, you would unstake, and then you would have once you unstake, then you would redeem your FXRP. What's going on, Exotic Horizons? How are you, my friend? Hi, CJ. Nice to see you, my man. It's great to see you checking in, bro. So yeah, there that is. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with that Luminite thing. I don't know what happened there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's it. Like a week ago, that might be it. Because I was trying to do my passkey. That might have been it. Like a week, 10 days ago, I reset um my computer to default settings or something. I had to do it for some reason. I forget why I had to do it. That might be why. Um, that might be it. So we'll see. I think that might be the reason why it's not recognizing my passkey. So yeah, appreciate you guys checking in. I'm gonna hop off here. It's been a really, really cool hang. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out. That'd be awesome. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers on the stream. It helps hitting the like button and subscribing helps to get this channel out to more people who don't understand that there's a new financial system. They missed the signal from the current administration that this new financial system has been given the blessing to continue on and be the new financial system. They don't know. They're still hanging out in the old financial system. They don't, right? They don't understand that there's a system that's out there that is for them and that is not against them, right? So by hitting the like button and subscribing, it helps to get this channel out to more people so we can educate them about what is good. All right, fam, do me a favor. Hit the like button on the way out. And if you're in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Siege, do me a favor. If you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.